Hey guys, so if you didn't know already, I'm a student at NYU as well as doing all the work on the Factionist. And I just came back from a lecture from a class that we have called Business and its Publics. And every week we have a lecturer come in and the lecturer kind of gives his whole spiel. And I just noticed some big inefficiencies, I think, in the process that have to relate with the top-down way we think about education today. And I think it's very interesting because there's a big parallel between, I think, the top-down way we think about international aid, which is something the Factionist kind of speaks against. But anyway, top-down model of education. So the way that we ask questions in this thing is it's just kind of a random sampling of whoever can get their hand up the fastest, and then that person gets the microphone. Now, I want to suggest, and I don't think this is going to get very far, to be honest, just from the way bureaucracy works, but I'm going to suggest that we have some kind of Twitter account or some sort of dig-like website where people can submit questions and then either retweet other people's questions that they liked or dig other people's questions up. Have some kind of way that we can all moderate the questions that are asked, because I think some of the questions were just a little bit off the mark. And the other thing is that just the way that the viewpoints are presented in the class, I don't feel like we get any kind of student input, especially when this class, Business and its Publics, is all about kind of people's opinions. And we only get the opinions of the guys that have been doing this for 10, 20 years, people that we think have good credentials. But that's not what it's about anymore. In this new digital kind of economy and information infrastructure, I mean, we don't need to have a title to have a good opinion anymore, because all of our opinions are so accessible. We can judge them based not on the credential, but on the actual content of the opinion. So I think there needs to be some kind of way that either students can give presentations instead of just 30-year-old guys that have worked at PricewaterhouseCoopers for 20 years, or have some kind of like student blog, response blog, that is officially sanctioned by the class. These are all things that I think take maybe 12 hours of work, tops, total. You split that up and you got 4 people and all of a sudden it's 3 hours of work for each person. And we need to stop thinking about education as this is the information, we're the only ones that have it, and we're going to give it all to you. Students have valuable input as well, and valuable knowledge that needs to be shared.